يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. And it is you we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us, O Allah, to the straight path, the path of those you have placed, and not of those against whom the anger, nor of those who are misguided. I want to emphasize one in particular. Everybody knows Surah Fatiha is the best of all the dua, Dua. But where is the dua? It's all about promise, praise of Allah, and giving the witness of the Day of Judgment. But there is one ayah which is the prime dua that Allah has taught us in al-Mustaqim. Every day, in every salat, in every rakat, we recite this dua. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answers the prayer in Surah Yasin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal Qur'anil Hakim. Innaka laminal mursalin ala siratal mustaqim. So here Allah is saying that every time you pray to me about Siratal Mustaqim, who is Siratal Mustaqim? He is telling in the name of the hikmah wal Quran, the wisdom of the Quran, ala Siratal Mustaqim. He is telling to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What part of the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that takes you to the Siratal Mustaqim? Allah says in Surah Yusuf, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kul hadhihi sabili ya'udu ila Allah ala basiratin ana wa man ittaba'ani. O Prophet, will tell that hazihi, this is the way, this is the path. Adu ila Allah, I call people towards Allah. Ala basiratin, in hikmah, in softness and in intelligence. And this is ana for me, wa man ittaba'ani, for me, those who are the followers. So I wanted to emphasize today that the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and if we have been in the cadet colleges, every Monday in the assembly we have been taught to obey the commandments of Allah and follow the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let me go to the motto of Fawzarhat Cadet College. Always they have been taught deeds and not the words. In the cover we will be asked about our deeds. In the Day of Judgment we are not being asked about our lectures and how much knowledge you had. We will be asked what we did of which we knew. Junaida Cadet College. We know that people are positive balance, which now they say the learned people are tenacious. In Marriott Cadet College and Cadet College in Rangpur, knowledge is power. In Girls Cadet College and in the Rajshahi Cadet College, Rabbi Zidni Alma, wa Allah enhance our knowledge. And in Cadet College, Kumilla Cadet College, knowledge is mine, and ilmu and nu. All these lessons, all these knowledge in the Cadet College has been taken from the Quran. And it was mandatory to say Salat Maghrib in Cadet College. It was 3 days a week that we have read Quran and we have been taught to read Quran. I wonder, and I want to remind everybody, why being the cadets, being the best of all the chief executives, being best of the scientists, best of the officers, ambassador, the teachers, best of the merchants, we are best in everything. Are we best in learning and understanding Quran? Are we best in following the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? And in the Day of Judgment, are we going to be in the role that takes the best of all, which will be in the Jannah for those? May Allah accept us, all our effort, to be the best in this world and best in the Akhirah. And that's what Allah has taught us. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ. Let us be the best in dunya, best in Akhirah. Jazakumullah khair.
Thank you, Muslim Bhai. Now I'm requesting all of you, can you please stand up now while the national anthem for Bangladesh, USA and Canada. Thank you. Thank you all of you. Now I am requesting our Honorable President, Calculus Club North America, Dr. Khundakar Masudul Rahman. Can you please come on the stage? Dr. Masudul Rahman. Thank you. একটি ঘোষণা, আমাদের সদ্য আকবর ভাই আজকে সকালে কনফারেন্স রুমের নিচে ওনার ফোনটা হারিয়ে গেছে। আপনারা যদি কেউ পেয়ে থাকেন, ক্যান ইউ প্লিজ আমাদের কারোর কাছে দিয়ে দিলে হবে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. His Excellency, the Ambassador, my dear senior 8th grade brothers, my friends, and my younger brothers and sisters of cadet colleges. We are now going to start our show, and before anything, let us start, and that will be by our convener of this event, Mr. Islam, Honorable Islam of Rajshahi Cadet College. Can I call Mr. Honorable Islam of Rajshahi Cadet College, the convener of this show, to come and open?
Assalamu alaikum. শুভ সন্ধ্যা। আজকের এই সন্ধ্যায় উপস্থিত সুধীবৃন্দ সবাইকে আমি স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। মিস্টার প্রেসিডেন্ট, ক্যাডেট ক্লাব অফ নর্থ আমেরিকা, অ্যাম্বাসেডর বাংলাদেশ, ডেপুটি অ্যাম্বাসেডর, my senior respected cadet college brothers and sisters, and my younger brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum. আমরা সকাল 9টা থেকে আমাদের প্রোগ্রাম শুরু করেছি। আমি এই মুহূর্তে যারা আমার অত্যন্ত নিবিড়ভাবে সহযোগিতা করতেছে, আমার দুই কো-কনভেনার আনোয়ার এবং মির্জানকে আমি স্টেজে আসার জন্য আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি, এবং কো-কনভেনার জেসিসি রফিক ভাইকে আমি স্টেজে আসার জন্য জানাচ্ছি। মির্জান ভাইস প্রেসিডেন্ট, আমরা অত্যন্ত নিবিড়ভাবে একসঙ্গে কাজ করেছি। আপনারা দেখতেই পাচ্ছেন যে আজকের এই প্রোগ্রামটা সাকসেসফুল করা অত্যন্ত দুরূহ ব্যাপার ছিল। অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম, কিন্তু রাত 3টা 3:30 পর্যন্ত সাজানো হয়েছে বিভিন্ন আঙ্গিকে, প্লাস এক্সিকিউটিভ কমিটি প্লাস কনভেনিং কমিটি যারা দিন রাত গত 1-2 মাস ধরে কাজ করে এই প্রোগ্রামকে সাকসেসফুল করার জন্য আপ্রাণ চেষ্টা করছে। আমি জানি না, আমাদের ভুল ত্রুটি থাকবেই, সেগুলোকে আপনারা ক্ষমা সুন্দর দৃষ্টিতে দেখবেন। ক্যাডেট কলেজ ক্লাব অফ নর্থ আমেরিকা, আমরা একটা ইনফ্লুয়েন্স স্টেজে আছি। এই মুহূর্তে আমরা এখান থেকে আগে যাব। সো আমি যে স্পিচটা দিয়েছি, আমার সেই স্পিচটাই আপনাদের আমি জানাচ্ছি। ইটস এ গ্রেট প্লেজার টু সার্ভ as your convener of CCCNA second reunion. I am overjoyed to see so many ex-cadets, brothers and sisters, their families, honorable guests present under one group to celebrate this special occasion. We started our journey with a few dedicated and enthusiastic cadets from different colleges with the aim of uniting all cadets spread across the North America. That was almost 2.5 years ago. Now, it's a different story. Not only have we grown in number, we have also a better structure our organization. We are focused on reuniting all the cadets, assist each other and work together to serve in need of the cadets and their families in our best capacity-based way. We already did a good job during the COVID, both in United States and to our motherland. All our young boys, whoever they are staying, when the light was struck, we step out to help the needy people. Especially, we can talk. Dr. Masudur Rahman, he was not able to talk for 7 days. After he recovered, he took so many initiatives to spread up, to stand beside these people, to help door to door, whoever is needed. By virtue of the talents and character of the cadets, we made our outstanding contribution to our country and the respective communities all over the world, regardless wherever we are living. The spirit of being good global citizen is very much alive among the cadets. Our organization is still in infancy stage. I told you several times, we need unity, we need your help to come up with a better result, so that like the Cadet College Club of Bangladesh, we can build up here our own structure where our children, our babies, our all friends and families can join and celebrate, not like the Marriott hotel we are doing here. We have our own structure, inshallah, one day. Dr. Masudur Rahman will give details. We have an engineer, we have every sector, we have specialists. So we might be able to do that one. In closing, I am expressing my sincere appreciation to all my team members and all my convening committee and those who work hard. And lastly, all praise goes to our great leader, Dr. Masudur Rahman. Under his guidance, under his leadership, we are at this position. At this situation, I am formally opening today's program. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, USA. Thank you. Asad, you can come over the stage.
আমার ভাই, আজকে একটা সত্য কথা বলতে হবে। কারা কারা আমাকে ফোনে ব্লক করে রেখেছেন? যারা যারা আমাকে ফোনে ব্লক করছেন, ক্যান ইউ প্লিজ ওপেন ইট? আমি কালকে থেকে টাকা চাবো না। I promise, and I didn't do anything for me for CCNA. আর প্লিজ আপনারা যারা আমাকে ব্লক করে রেখেছেন, ক্যান ইউ প্লিজ ওপেন? আমি এগেইন প্রমিস করছি, আমি আর টাকা চাবো না। Anyway, now my speech is nearly finished. Now I'm requesting Afzal Bhai and Kiki, today's MC, Afzal Bhai from Mijapur Cadet College and Kiki from Girls Cadet College. Thank you. Now Afzal Bhai and Kiki, can you please come on the stage? Thank you.
ধন্যবাদ আসাদ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
শুভ সন্ধ্যা। আমি কিকি।
আমি আফজাল। আজকের এই রূপাছড়া রাতে আমি আপনাদের সবাইকে সিসিএন এর দ্বিতীয় রিইউনিয়নে স্বাগতম জানাচ্ছি এই মিলন মেলায়।
এই অনুষ্ঠানটি দুটি পর্বে সাজানো হয়েছে। প্রথম পর্বে আমাদের 12টি ক্যাডেট কলেজের মধ্যে যারা সিনিয়র ভাইয়ার আছেন এবং বিশিষ্ট ব্যক্তিবর্গরা আছেন, তাদের একটি ছোট্ট পরিচিতি পর্ব আছে এবং এরপর আছে আমাদের সবার মূল আকর্ষণ, সাংস্কৃতিক অনুষ্ঠান।
সাংস্কৃতিক অনুষ্ঠান পাক্কা?
পাক্কা।
থ্যাংক ইউ। ডিসেম্বর মাস হচ্ছে বিজয়ের মাস। বাংলাদেশ স্বাধীনতা অর্জনের জন্য 30 লক্ষ লোক প্রাণ হারিয়েছে। আজকে এই মুহূর্তে আমরা তাদেরকে স্মরণ করব, আমরা স্মরণ করব
এবং 2020 এবং 2021 সারা বিশ্বের জন্য এই কোভিড-19 ভাইরাসটি ভীষণ রকম আমাদের দুঃখ কষ্ট নিয়ে এসেছে এবং এই সময়ে আমরা ক্যাডেট কলেজের অনেক সদস্যকে হারিয়েছি, তাদের পরিবারবর্গকে হারিয়েছি। আর তাই আজ এই যে আমরা সবাই এখানে মিলিত হতে পেরেছি, সেই জিনিসটাকে আমরা স্মরণীয় করে রাখার জন্য এবং শহীদদের প্রতি শ্রদ্ধা নিবেদন করে এবং আমাদের ক্যাডেট পরিবারকে যাদের আমরা হারিয়েছি কোভিড-19-এর জন্য তাদের প্রতি শ্রদ্ধা নিবেদন করে আমি সবাইকে নিজ নিজ জায়গা থেকে অনুরোধ করছি 1 মিনিট নীরবতা পালন করার জন্য।
আপনাদের সবার দৃষ্টি আকর্ষণ করছি, আপনারা কি কি কথা শুনেছেন বাংলাদেশের শহীদদের জন্য এবং কোভিডে যারা প্রাণ হারিয়েছে তাদের জন্য আমরা 1 মিনিট নীরবতা পালন করব। টাইম স্টার্টস রাইট নাও। সেকেন্ড কিন্তু অনেক বড়, ঠিক আছে। এখন
এবার আমাদের মাননীয় প্রেসিডেন্ট ডক্টর খন্দকার মাসুদুর রহমানকে আমি অনুরোধ জানাবো আমাদের ডক্টর আবু সাইদ এম ফিরোজ ভাইয়াকে এই কোভিড-19 সম্পর্কে কিছু বলার জন্য আমাদের মধ্যে।
Thank you very much. In this pandemic, almost everyone has suffered. Almost everybody has lost one of his close relative, or his associate or friend. So all of us have lost somebody. It's not going to happen that we don't know anything about COVID, or we don't discuss anything about COVID and we'll go ahead. So that's why I will get ASM Firoz Bhai, Amar Kennedy. He used to be from the 4th intake, and he was always the first boy in matric every time. So he's a great student, great doctor in Florida. He has participated in hundreds of webinars talking about COVID. So we all know about COVID, but he probably is one of the best that they know about COVID. So can I call Firoz Bhai, come here and tell a little bit about COVID. You don't need to know all, but we need to know where we stand and how it is going to look like in the future. Yes, I'm Firoz Bhai, my very respected elder brother from Florida. Firoz Bhai.
I don't know whether this is the right time to speak about COVID or not. After attending 8 hours this morning, listening to all the lectures, this talk will not be geared on the physicians. This talk will be geared to all of you so that you can ask your doctor. The COVID pandemic is not over yet, and I don't see any end in sight to that. And there are multiple rules for that, which we're not going to get into the COVID-19 viral infection. So this COVID-19 viral infection started about almost 2 years ago with us, and what is happening, the virus is mutating and changing, and I'm sure all of you are eager to hear about what the viral mutation Omicron will bring for us. So this coronavirus infection is not new to us. These are the beta coronavirus, which is creating all the problems. Now, there was an epidemic called SARS, S-A-R-S, and it was so virulent that it killed everybody. And the disease died long because it could not spread. And this was followed by another infection called MERS, M-E-R-S. It was also very virulent. You know, if you look at the mortality rate for the MERS, the mortality rate for the MERS was almost 34%. The mortality rate for SARS-CoV-1 was 9.4%. The reason why COVID-19 is sticking with us, it is because it's extremely infectious and it is not that lethal. Unfortunately, we had a way out of this, and Allah provided us with the technical know-how and the messenger RNA vaccines and the viral vector vaccines came in. But people have their doubts. We are not taking the vaccines, and this is propagating and continuing the pandemic. So these are all the different strengths that we have seen so far. As I was talking about all the mutagenic drift, and we got the alpha strain, the beta strain, gamma delta, and now the Omicron. So what I'm going to do, we don't have too much time for this, but I'll give you a couple of, this is not a medical talk. It's not meant for the physicians. I'm sure at this room, majority of us are vaccinated. As of today in the United States, about 68 or 69% are fully vaccinated. By fully vaccinated means we have taken the 2 courses of the vaccine. The problem is that the remaining people who have not taken it, they are still getting the COVID. I practice in Florida. I had a terrible time with the second surge. And we have not, you guys have not seen it. You guys saw the first surge. And the first surge was of older people who died, and they took the vaccines. So the youngs, the next one, Florida, was the worst in the nation. And we had no beds in the ICU. We are putting intubating patients on the floor and managing ventilators on the floor. Now this Delta virus, has now moved to Michigan now. And in Michigan they are getting it now. And things are not looking good. And you cannot believe how many young people lost their life, which was unnecessary. And this talk is really dedicated to all my colleagues who lost their life, all the patients around the world. So, all of us who are vaccinated, you can still get COVID. You're not immune because of the change in the virus, the mutations and all, because you can still get COVID. Now, today, I am hopeful, what is going to happen to the American economy. Much depends on what the Omicron does. As of today, there are reports out of South Africa that this is much more infective than the Delta virus. But we do not know whether this is more virulent. And I'm hoping, inshallah, if Allah wishes, even if this is more effective and less virulent, there's a chance that it will drive out the Delta virus and take over. If the Omicron is more effective and less virulent and runs out the Delta virus, that is a horrible thing. In our hand, we have a lot of armamentarium now. We have the vaccines, and majority of us are vaccinated, and we are the monoclonal antibodies. So if anyone of us, if anybody is immunocompromised or taking immunosuppressive medications, you get the COVID, just call your doctor, tell the doctor I have the COVID. I'm not sure if the monoclonal antibodies are going to work against the Omicron. It does work against the Delta virus. But there are 2 medications which has come out in the market now. One is already out and approved by FDA, which was just 13 to 10 in the meeting they approved it. It's by Mark. It's called Molnupiravir. And there's a second one coming out by Pfizer. These are all pills you can get. The second one is called Laxivine. And that's probably a better medication because it is effective almost 78%. So it is my feeling, and I hope, inshallah, that this will be a less virulent strain, drive the Delta virus out, and with the armamentarium we have, I think we'll be in a better shape. I don't see the economy shutting down, but there are early reports coming from South Africa, and we'll see what it shows. So my suggestion to all of you, please take your vaccines. Please take your booster shot. That's the only way out. We know that this is Omicron is a different virus, but when you get the immunity, it is not antibodies. There are other, defense like the T cells and all, which are produced in the body, and they will protect you against the Omicron. Take your vaccines. If you get sick, talk to your doctor, ask for the monoclonal antibody. Talk to your doctor, ask for the new medication. I think this oral medication, which is already out, Molnupiravir, it should be here, and then the Laxivine is coming. I don't want to prolong this talk. I'm ready to enjoy with you the great evening. But, I am available. This is not a question and answer session. We don't have time, but I'm available to talk to you. And you can always call me and talk to me. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Firoz, for your valuable speech.
And please stay safe, happy and healthy.
আমি এখন মঞ্চে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ করব CCNA প্রেসিডেন্ট ডক্টর খন্দকার মাসুদুর রহমান। মাসুদ ভাই চলে আসুন।
আমি এবার মঞ্চে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ করছি আমাদের অনারেবল অ্যাম্বাসেডর এম শহীদুল ইসলাম ভাইয়া। ভাইয়া প্লিজ।
আমি এখন মঞ্চে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ করব লেফটেন্যান্ট কর্নেল মিয়া আকবর ভাই। আকবর ভাই।
আমি এবার মঞ্চে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ করছি ডক্টর আমির খসরু ভাই। ভাইয়া প্লিজ।
আমি এখন মঞ্চে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ করব ডক্টর ইউসুফ হাবিবুর রহমান। ইউসুফ ভাই।
সর্বশেষ আমি অনুরোধ করছি ডক্টর হামিদুজ্জামান ভাইয়াকে। ভাইয়া প্লিজ।
আপনারা সবাই আসন গ্রহণ করুন। আমি একে একে আপনাদের সবাইকে ডাকবো।
আমি ভাই প্লিজ চলে আসুন।
আমাদের বড় ভাই এসে গেছেন। আমি এখন কিছু বলার জন্য উনি হচ্ছেন মিয়া আকবর ভাই। আকবর ভাই চলে আসুন এখানে। আকবর ভাই সম্পর্কে আমি কিছু বলবো। বোজারহাট ক্যাডেট কলেজ আপনারা সবাই জানেন যে প্রথম ক্যাডেট কলেজ তদানীন্তন পূর্ব পাকিস্তানে হয়েছেন এবং ইনি সেই ব্যক্তি ওয়ান অফ দ্য ইয়াং ক্যাডেট 12 বছর বয়সে ক্যাডেট কলেজে ঢুকেছেন 1958-এ, যে বছর আমার জন্ম হয়েছে।
Thank you very much. আমার নাম আকবর। আমি ফুলধরাট ক্যাডেট কলেজের থেকে বেরিয়ে এসেছি। ফুলধরাট ক্যাডেট কলেজে ক্যাডেট নাম্বার 1 ছিল তৌফিক আলী আর আমার ক্যাডেট নাম্বার ছিল 14, 1 and 4। আচ্ছা, আমি 6 বছর ক্যাডেট কলেজে থাকার পর 1964 সালের এপ্রিল মাসে এই ফুলধরাট ক্যাডেট কলেজ থেকে চলে আসি। এখন কত বছর হয়ে গেছে? 50-60 বছর হয়ে গেছে। আমার মন এখনো ফুলধরাট ক্যাডেট কলেজের কাজে। আমি মাঝে মাঝে রাত্রে ফুলধরাট ক্যাডেট কলেজের স্বপ্ন দেখি এবং একটা কথা মানে আতিকালে ধরিয়া ওই সকালবেলা দিকে দিকে আমার বালিশ ভেজে আছে কারণে ঢুকে পড়ে। তো এই ফুলধরাট ক্যাডেট কলেজে আমি সবাইকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। আপনারা এখানে এসেছেন, সবাই এনজয় করেন।
ধন্যবাদ ভাইয়া। এরপরে আমাদের মধ্যে কিছু বলার জন্য আমি অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি ডক্টর আমির খসরু ভাইয়া। ভাইয়া একজন নিউরোলজিস্ট এবং ভাইয়া নর্থ ক্যারোলিনা থেকে এসেছেন।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি আমির খসরু, আমি একজন নিউরোলজিস্ট। তবে আমি নিয়ে আসছি। Wow, what a fantastic gathering of the most amazing minds and exceptional people I could ever imagine. We are exceptional because we are all cadets. I do not know about all of you, but maybe like many of you, it was in my wildest dream in the 60s that one day I'll be delivering a speech in the heart of New York City amongst other cadets. But here I am today. And it has been only possible because of the golden 4 years of my life has been spent in LaGuardia Cadet College from 1966 to 1970. In those 4 years, I had the immense fortune
to be mentored by exceptional teachers and instructors, to be inspired by senior and junior cadets, and build the discipline in me and shape my future character of what I am today. I believe every one of you probably has similar experience. In the cadet college, because of the disciplined life we experience, the academic and non-academic knowledge provided through various programs, and the bond of brotherhood created between the cadets helps us to withstand any challenges in the future life. It has taught us to be patient, disciplined, and persevere until we reach our goal. I am sure every one of you have reached your dream, whatever it may be, and that is only because you are a cadet. A cadet anywhere is a cadet everywhere. The character we develop as a cadet begins throughout our lives. Today, we celebrate our success here in the New York, but also we should never forget our origin, where we came from, our beloved institutions, families and friends left behind, and above all, our motherland, Bangladesh. We have an immense responsibility to serve them in whatever capabilities we can provide. They are the reason behind all of our achievements, and we need to display our gratitude by serving them selflessly. The Forum of Cadet College Association of North America, through facilitating various programs in our beloved motherland and here, can provide a venue for expressing that gratitude. So I would invite you, all of you, to do your utmost to bond together and make this great organization a success. Long live the cadets, long live the Cadet College Association of North America, long live Bangladesh, and long live USA, the country which has given us the opportunity for all our successes and achievements. Thank you.
ধন্যবাদ ডক্টর আমির খসরু ভাই। Viva Cadet Colleges, right? Come on! I want to সবাই বলে Viva Cadet Colleges, right? কেউ বলছেন না? Come on, স্পিকটা কোথায়? We are all once correct. আমি পরবর্তী বক্তাকে বলার আগে একটা কথা বলছি। আজকে
Assalamu alaikum everybody. You know, I do not remember having been to any event like this, which had so much of excitement, so much of exuberance, so much of preparation that went into this. And I know that many of you worked on this for months together. And you had so many meetings, and I've been to only a few. It's just absolutely incredible. I have had a few chances of coming up here on the podium and speaking a few words, but I usually did not because of lack of time, constraint, whatever you call it. But there are a few things that have been festering in my mind for a long time. And I always thought maybe one day I'd get a chance to so today is my chance. I don't really care how much time I have to spend on it. Bear with me, please. I have two messages to deliver to you. The first message is, do I hear some sound coming from there? If you don't mind, it's quite a speaker. I have two messages. One message is for my bhabis, believe it or not, the spouses of my ex-cadet friends. They tell me sometimes, which I overhear, ভাইয়া এটা কি ব্যাপার এই ক্যারেট কলেজের কথাটা শুনতে শুনতে তো মাথা খারাপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে You have to get close. তো আমি চিন্তা করি যে এটা কিরকম একটা কথা তারপর বললো যে আপনাদের কি ব্যাপার আপনারা যখন একসাথে হন তখন আমাদেরকে সম্পূর্ণ ভুলে যান It's not true. So I want to answer to that allegation tonight and clear it up. I want to make it absolutely certain to all of you, my hobbies in particular I'm addressing tonight, that we ex-cadets, we are in a very precarious situation. It's because when we went to the cadet college and we lived together for 6 years, we have developed within us such a love and endearment and the attachment that nobody in the world outside can actually imagine and understand what this is. Under no circumstances we can forsake that. Under no circumstances we can. All my hobbies, you will have to live with it, unfortunately, for the rest of your life. That's the way it is going to be. Now, I want to also add one little condition or advice actually to my ex-cadet friends on this particular topic. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, our Prophet, was once asked by his companion, Ya Rasulullah, who do you love the most? Do you want me to repeat that question? He was asked, who do you love the most? And guess what his answer was? Without any hesitation, he said, Aisha. Without any hesitation, he said, Aisha. That means, my dear ex-cadet friends, whatever the circumstances be, even if you are among your ex-cadet friends, you have to give precedence to your wife and your children when it comes to love. And let that be clear to everyone. My second message is based on the seminar that we had earlier today, where I mentioned to you all that the government of Bangladesh spends approximately $50,000 on each one of us. Now this is a guesstimate. I'm not saying this is a concrete number. This is a guesstimate. About $50,000 we have to pay back to our country, or whether you pay it back to the United States, or whether you pay it back to humanity, that's your discretion. But let me tell you something. I do not believe that this number or this kind of money was spent on us to build engineers, doctors, or economists like me, or professionals, or the Army General. I do not believe that, because if you compete the cadet colleges with other elite schools, I do not think that we have done much better on that front. However, I think that money was spent to make us great human beings, great individuals, upright individuals, people of integrity who can actually contribute to mankind. I have only 2 examples to give you on this front right here. One person that I'm talking about who has done it, who is doing it, and inshallah he's doing more on this front, is none other than, guess who? The guy who's sitting right here, Dr. Masood. Why am I saying this? I may get a little emotional. He says to me, Yusuf bhai, it does not matter. Je kono shomoy, ratre 2টা বাজুক, 3টা বাজুক, আপনার যদি কোনো প্রয়োজন হয়, টেলিফোনটা কল তুলে খালি আমাকে একটু স্মরণ করবেন, I will be there. That is the human being I'm talking about. We should use him. We should use him as an example. And we should emulate this guy here who is paying back to humanity multiple times than the $50,000 that was spent on him. The other person, and this is my last word that I'm talking about, is the guy who stood here today and recited the Quran, Muazzam. Muazzam, where are you? Do you mind to stand up, please? I know that you are not ready for this. This guy, about a month back, he goes to Afghanistan, and he has the fortitude, he has the courage to go there, and with his own hands, he treated the destitute people of Afghanistan. In this time of COVID, he is the true ex-cadet. We should remember to emulate people like myself and people like Masood. Thank you very much. If I had said something that you like, please keep me in your prayer. And if you think you do not like anything, please forgive me that I said that. Assalamu alaikum.
Yusuf bhai, thank you. We are all prepared. আপনি যেভাবে বক্তৃতা দিয়েছেন, আপনাকে নেক্সট টাইম বাংলাদেশে আমরা নির্বাচনে দাঁড় করাবো।
থ্যাংক ইউ। এবার আসছে কি আছে বলে তো বলা হয়ে থাকে যে বাংলাদেশ থেকে কিছু বিশেষ বিশেষ জায়গায় যারা রাষ্ট্রদূত নিযুক্ত হন, লাইক আমেরিকা, রাশিয়া, চায়না, টপ ডিপ্লোমেটরা, তারা এইসব জায়গায় নিয়োগপ্রাপ্ত হন। তো আমরা আজকে ভীষণ গর্ববোধ করছি আমাদের মধ্যে আমাদের এই বড় ভাই, আমাদের এই এক্স ক্যাডেট হিজ এক্সেলেন্সি এম শহীদুল ইসলাম ভাইয়া আছেন এবং আই ওয়ান্ট হিম টু সে সামথিং ফর আস। থ্যাংক ইউ।
He's from Geneva Cadet College. Yes.
Thank you, Abdul. Masjidur Rahman, President of Cadet College, Lab, North America, Mr. Anwar Islam, Convener of the Union, Consul General of Bangladesh in New York, Nazmul Nisan, senior cadets sitting in the dais, and all of the senior and younger brothers and sisters, and their spouses. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. It is a great honor and privilege for me to be here in a room full of people with whom I can relate myself very easily from 6 years of shared experiences in the early formative years of my life. The experience of that 6 years as a cadet have left a permanent impact on my habits, thinking process, and the way of life. The experience of that 6 years have given me some precious memories and the membership to a strong brotherhood of ex-cadets. Memories like Colonel Akbar, very strong memories. We were told in our cadet college days that cadet colleges were established to create future leaders of the country. I believe that is true. Especially it was true in the context of our younger days when there were severe scarcity of good quality educational institutions. I have no problem in acknowledging that I have come this far thanks to the existence of the Cadet College in Geneva. Cadet College served as a launching pad for me to come out of a remote village in Geneva to the greater world. As an ex-cadet, as the ambassador of Bangladesh to the United States, it gives me immense satisfaction to see that ex-cadets are making up the top professional layer of the Bangladeshi American diaspora who are shaping a very, very positive image of Bangladesh in the United States. We meet here at a time when Bangladesh is an important crossroads of its history. This year we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of Bangladesh's independence and the 100th birth anniversary of the founding father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. When Bangladesh was born in 1971, it was a poor country, suffering from acute food shortage and frequented by floods and cyclones. Since then, Bangladesh has become a much developed country compared to those days. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, in particular, Bangladesh has enjoyed an uninterrupted decade of economic prosperity, with a growth rate of nearly 7% per year. During this period, Bangladesh has been one of the fastest growing countries in the world. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, Bangladesh has been one of the few countries to achieve considerable GDP growth. Today, Bangladesh has attained food self-sufficiency. Cyclones and floods remain common, but fatalities are dramatically lower than before. Poverty is significantly down, and we are ahead of our South Asian neighbors in most economic and social development indicators. And brothers, we all know that there are certain factors which have contributed to this progress. Trade, investment, and remittance have truly played an important role in our development journey. And in this context, the importance of Bangladesh-US relations are very important. The US is the largest importer of Bangladesh's textile and other goods. The US is the largest source of foreign direct investment to Bangladesh. It was the second largest source of foreign remittance during the COVID-19 pandemic, only after Saudi Arabia. It is an important source of education and training opportunities for our students and scholars. Our ex-cadets are going to be the most skilled and technology-savvy part of our expatriate community, can help connect Bangladesh with the US for business, investment, and technology transfer. It is not very difficult to send some money to Bangladesh, but we believe that Bangladesh is no longer in a position that we only need remittance. It is very important for us to get foreign investment and technology transfer. And our cadets, I believe that they can take lead in this area. And the final message that I have as an ambassador and a cadet at the same time is that we should be proud of ourselves as Bangladeshis, and we are here to stay, not to go back to Bangladesh. And we are here to stay in this country with dignity and strength. And we should never allow anybody to intimidate us only because we are Bangladeshis. So we really should be proud of ourselves and our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, His Excellency Infantry Islam. এইবার আমাদের মধ্যে কিছু বলার জন্য আমি অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি ডক্টর হামিদুজ্জামান ভাইয়াকে, রাজশাহী ক্যাডেট কলেজের 1966 to 1970 ব্যাচ। ভাইয়া প্লিজ।
Assalamu alaikum. President, Honorable Chief Guest, Deputy dignitaries on the desk, and my Bangladesh cadets. It's a great pleasure to speak to you on this day because it's a special day for me. Let me tell you how this Cadet College Club of North America came into existence. The all-smart friend, Dr. Masood, who was at that time the JESCA president, he invited me to join their annual meeting. And it was one of the, I took my whole family, my wife, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, who were the first generation with me. And I showed them the what a dignified presentation these young cadets or ex-cadets are presenting. To my background, I'm one of those guys, what I say, all these leaders in the stage is a social engineer. The day I came into America in 1981, from that day I was always thinking how to raise my family in this country, how to keep my values in this as a youth in this country, and also grow as a successful American. And if you ask my friend that you know what I did, I already all the things. As I reviewed my career as a physician in the United States, I thought that the 1971 this will go away in the next generation, third generation. The way the kids are going to the school, my sons will not speak Bengali anymore. No matter what I do, they are not going to learn Bangladeshi culture. What we can do is I think call it social sanitation. So I started a newspaper, Weekly Bangladesh, a bilingual paper. We are all, whenever Bangladeshi, we listen to Bangladeshi song or a function, we all constantly what happened. I saw the detachment. We are sitting in front of the desk, we are listening to music, and my kids are playing outside. So I thought, if I read the Bangladeshi newspaper, I know I'll open it up, I just know what's happening in Bangladesh. Not that it matters to me, but we read. At least you can take the English part and read about my country, because it's going to be impossible to talk to in Bengali. To begin with that, when the kid, my son was a small kid, we used to talk Bengali in the house. And then I took him to the pre-K examination. The school authorities gave him some test. Then he said, I think he's retarded, because he cannot follow directions. So that was a shocking thing for father. So anyway, he took him to school. My father-in-law actually raised him. And he was a brilliant kid. Now he went to MIT as an undergraduate, master's, PhD. Now he's a young professor. So the thing I understood what happened in that PK, because the language barrier. We are talking Bangladesh, he was speaking Bengali, but he did not understand the direction of the teacher. That was very simple. So this language structure will be very difficult, no matter what you want. Our kids will not speak in Bengali. I don't know how many kids you have, and you see the interaction. They come home and speak in English. So at that time, after that experience, my father-in-law stopped speaking Bengali and became in the house. So he spoke English and this English. He memorized all the thoughts, by and PK. He forgot everything. So when he went to MIT, but he loved this, he had this sense of Bengali in him. He bought the Bengali English book in Calcutta. He was learning that way. So our kids really want to know our country. So that was the first episode. So then I kept reviewing the Bangladeshi community. Ultimately I said, no, what are the organizations that can lead our society? This second and the third generation how do you integrate them? So I became elected as the president of Bangladesh Society, the biggest Bangladeshi communist society club. I tried to improve my values of the cadet college, discipline, constitutional life. It doesn't work. So then I went to Bangladesh Medical Association. I found some good and relevant, but when I saw this, I thought that, hey, my roots, my values were developed in class 7 to class 10. So why don't we get this group in Canada? And in General Cadet College is doing it, RCC is doing it. What about this CCCNA? Get everybody together. I'm so happy today that this is we are progressing rapidly and the dream is coming true. As the Honorable Ambassador said, we are the diaspora, we are the best diaspora of the country. Who can represent Bangladesh better than us? And as we open up our brotherly connections, I think we can do a lot Bangladesh as a well-educated, best diaspora of the country, and we will move forward under the banner of cadet question. Thank you very much, brothers.
Thank you, thank you. এখন আমি যাকে আপনাদের সবার দৃষ্টি আকর্ষণ করছি, প্লিজ ওই কোণা থেকে এই কোণা, প্লিজ থামস আপ। আপনারা কি আমার কথা শুনতে পাচ্ছেন? প্লিজ। ওকে, শিওর। আপনারা কি আমার কথা শুনতে পাচ্ছেন? অলরাইট, ভেরি গুড, ভেরি গুড। শুনি মন্ডলী, ইয়ার কেয়ারস, আমি এখন যাকে এখানে আপনাদের অনুরোধ করবো, মঞ্চে কিন্তু একজনই উপবিষ্ট আছেন যিনি এখনো কথা বলেননি, ডক্টর খন্দকার মাসুদুর রহমান। মাসুদ ভাই, মাসুদ ভাই, আপনি কিছু বলবেন না, আমি কিছু বলবো, এখানে আসুন। ডক্টর খন্দকার মাসুদুর রহমান, ওনার সাথে আমার বেশি দিনের পরিচয়, এই 5-20 মিনিট কথা বলেছেন ফোনে, তারপরে তিনি আমাকে টুইট করে কথা বলা আরম্ভ করেছেন, মাই ডিয়ার ম্যান। তারা 5 ভাই ঝিনাইদহ ক্যাডেট কলেজ থেকে পাস করছে। আমাদের সবারই বড় ভাই, ছোট ভাই, এক ভাই, দুজন, কিন্তু কোনো ফ্যামিলির 5 জন ক্যাডেট আপনারা কি কেউ শুনেছেন? দিস ইজ দ্য জেনারেল। তার মা 6 বার রত্ন গর্ভা। খালাম্মা 6 মাস আগে মারা গেছেন, তার আপনার আমরা দোয়া করছি, তিনি ভালো ছিলেন। তারা সব ভাইরা আজকে সমাজে বিভিন্ন প্রতিষ্ঠিত। মাসুদ ভাই একজন লিডার হিসেবে যা দরকার কোয়ালিটি, উনি একটা সবই আছে। উনি যে জেনারেল ক্যাডেট কলেজের প্রেসিডেন্ট ছিলেন, ক্যাডেট কলেজ থাকতে উনি হাউস প্রিফেক্ট ছিলেন। আজকে এই বয়সে এসে সে 2 বছরের মতো উনি প্রেসিডেন্ট, এবং তার ভিশন আছে। উনি, আমরা যদি কেউ একটা কথা বলি না, আমরা বলি যে উনি স্বপ্নে ক্যাডেট কলেজ, একটা ক্যাডেট কলেজ না, 12টা ক্যাডেট কলেজ নিয়ে যে ভাবেন। আমরা গতকালকে এসে উনি 4টা পর্যন্ত, সকাল 4টা পর্যন্ত সজাগ ছিলেন, কাজ করেছে মাসুদ ভাই। এবং মাসুদ ভাইকে যে সাপোর্ট করেছে, রত্নভাবী কোথায়? ওয়ার ইজ রত্নভাবী? আপনি একটু দাঁড়াবেন প্লিজ। তাকে কিছু কোথায় আমি দেখছি না, এই আমাদের ফার্স্ট লাইনে মাসুদ ভাই, স্টেজ ইজ yours.
Thank you very much. I would beg once again His Excellency the Ambassador, Honorable Consul General, my very respected senior brothers, and my friends and younger brothers and sisters. I would apologize on behalf of Afzal from Allah for lying so many things for me. Anyway, I don't know if Allah is going to excuse him. Today's speech will be less, thanking will be more. We started from scratch. All the cadet colleges, we were doing our things ourselves. We never came out of our own arena. Jixka, Orca, Ofa, Mekhana, Sirat Cadet College, Rampur Cadet College, we had our own sitting. We didn't come out of that, but we came out. We felt the necessity, we came out, and we did excellent. All of us are now brothers and sisters. It's a huge, big family. Just see what has happened today. Look at this beautiful audience of all the cadet colleges of Bangladesh. We have done, our General Secretary has said, our convener has said what we have done. We've tried our best. We have to now establish ourselves as leaders in this country. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. So, we will do that inshallah. We are all together, and this beautiful show would not have happened without the help of people that you don't see. You see me, I am not alone. There are a lot of people with me, those who have to work. So I thank more today than I speak. I thank my entire EC or the executive committee. I did not let them sleep many nights. I thank the convener, Anwar, Rafiq, joint convener, Anwar from Barisal Cadet College, and Mizan, lawyer Mizan. I did not allow them to sleep in many nights, and they were with me. And they never said why. Whenever I said come along, they came along. Whenever I said, they did. And they did work like cadets, upholding our motto and everything. I also thank, I have to tell many names because I told you, today is not a speech, today is thanks. I will thank everybody. I thank our Farid from Texas, Sadat, 2 Sadats are there. One from Rasai Great College who takes care of everything. Whenever something is required, Sadat is there. Sadat, can you do this? Yes, Masud Bhai, there is no problem. So, Sadat from Rajshahi, you are an asset to us. Sadat from Malanshing, last night's dinner, do you know who made it? It is the bhabhi of Sadat, our bhabhi, Sadat's wife, she made it. So, look at their participation. They are great people. I have to thank Zia of RCC. I have to thank Arif of Select Cadet College. I have to thank Tanveer. Do you know what is this intake? If Akbar Bhai is from first intake and Tawfiq Bhai from first intake, he is from 52nd intake. So think about it. But yet we enjoy being called Bhai. 50 years younger, calling us Bhai. Anyway, I thank Ashraf. Unbelievable. Ashraf and Zia Moeen. Without you two, let me be very clear, without you two, I could have done nothing. You two are so great for the CCCNA. Great people. Zia Moeen and Ashraf, I thank you very much. I am in debt to you. A daughter of my teacher of Cadet College, and herself is a cadet from Malanshing Girls Cadet College. Arranged a lot of things. You'll see her actions on the stage soon. Sumaya, I cannot forget the actions that you have done always, whenever necessary. Manzoor Zuardar, our website would not have happened without your leadership, Manzoor. Manzoor Zuardar, we are grateful to you. Everybody is. You see, you understand, these people work. They work a lot. Siddiq, Sheikh Kamal, Sharif, Anis, Ghazali, thank you very much. And how about my General Secretary, Asad? Every time, I didn't allow him to sleep. Sleepless nights together. And Zaida has excused him every time I called. Sometimes he dozed her and went for himself and told my name. So, you know, that I'm not responsible for. Anyway, can I name Nikki? Nikki is a great gentleman. Every time, whenever I needed, it was Nikki beside me. And Nikki, we are in debt. We love you, and you have done great for us. And our senior brothers are always there. You know that some of the brothers didn't come here, like Brother Mudassir, Brother Shafiq, they didn't come, but they have guided us. And these giants who are sitting on this table, these are, I call them giants, and they are the giants. We are under their shadow. They guide us and we move. We cannot move without them. They are our engines. This great Hamid Bhai, Yusuf Bhai, Akbar Bhai, and Sardar Kamrul Bhai, who couldn't come because of his father's death. Now, that's not all. Cadet College Club is helped by many of the people here who are not cadets but are closest friends. Friends to the cadets. And can I first show the little video?
Liberty Renovation? Welcome, Sona. I have some sample of work here.
আমার বাজেটের মধ্যে কি এটা হবে?
আমরা স্বল্প বাজেটের মধ্যে আপনার স্বপ্নের বাড়ি সংস্কার করে দেব।
আমার স্বপ্নের বাড়ি সংস্কার করতে আমি আস্থা রেখেছি লেবার্টি রিনোভেশনের উপর। আপনিও রাখতে পারেন ভাবনাহীন।
বাজেটের মধ্যে যে কোনো আয়তনে আপনার স্বপ্নের বাড়ি ও অফিসের ইনডোর এন্ড আউটডোর সংস্কারের একটি বিশ্বস্ত প্রতিষ্ঠান লিবার্টি রিনোভেশন।
Yes, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman, Muhammad Azad, from Liberty Renovation, he is the CEO of this construction company and a real estate. And he does great for us, a great friend of ours. Whenever we need him, he is with us. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Azad. Then I've got, right now I can see only my another elder brother, who in BMA I'm a doctor, so I am in BMA also, BMNA, Bangladesh Medical Association of North America. My guide, my mentor, Yusuf Bhai, can you stand up? This hotel Marriott was not, we couldn't get it without Yusuf Bhai. So Yusuf Bhai, thank you very much. You are present here. The others who are not present, I'll just tell their names. Dr. Mujib Bhai, Jakia Hassan, Lipa, Abdul Rafiq Iqbal, no, he's here. Then my friend from IH Engineer, who is Iftikhar, Dr. Ataul Usmani, Dr. Munib, Giyas Ahmed, my friend Giyas Ahmed, and many more. Nurul Azim from real estate, Dr. Shah Amrani, my own doctor. He's another. Albatross Consulting, Dr. Syed Chaudhary, Dr. Yusuf I just said, Mr. Habib Rahman. My friend Habib is here. He always helps. Not only here, Jessica, anything to do with Jessica, he comes up with his help. And CCCNA, I always call Habib. Can we have a little clap for my friend Habib also, please? Thank you very much, Habib. Can you get up for a moment? Thank you. Lieutenant Colonel Habib. However, if I have missed anybody, I tried. It was a long list.
Habib.
No, no, that I didn't miss. Don't worry. I'm talking about the cadets. He's not a cadet. All right, I missed you. You're right. Masoom, you are the one who called me when I was in operation room. Masoom, get me a room in Marriott. I said, I will have an operation. Then I don't know, get me a room. I said, okay, I'll get it. So I handed him over to Assad, and he got his room. I've tried to name everyone. If they are around, these two are they always call we are Amra Bhai Lok. Alright, so well, these are my younger brothers. Our Lok Matthew. These are my younger brothers. Pitu, son of Mr. Mandal, and from long distance whoever come, like Momin. Momin, you are nothing less than my own younger brother. You are great. One of the first life members of the CCCNA and always helping us. I cannot tell you more. Thank you very much. If I have missed anybody, my apologies. It has become long, but it should be long because you people do, and so we can run. If you don't do, we cannot. Jamil is another from Mamanshi, from MCC, Mijapur College. Jamil is another. So there are a lot of people. Badrul Bhai, how can I forget Badrul Bhai? Badrul Bhai, my boss, he is over there. So we all, and Amjad Bhai. Amjad Bhai's সাথে আমার অত্যন্ত ইমোশনাল একটা সম্পর্ক তৈরি হয়ে গেছে because when Bhabhi died, it was me and Amjad Bhai and his sons. We were with Bhabhi at that time, nobody else. So আমাদের relationshipটা it has become really, really great. I think I've taken enough time. My father said, which I forgot to tell you, that do not speak too long when people are in dinner. South Asian food has also helped us. I'm sorry. I've said that. I think I've said that. And my last thanks, yes, it is true that my family, my wife has helped me a lot. And only thing is, I took a lot of sweets when she was not present in our meetings. Because she stopped making sweets because I have diabetes. So thank you very much for not attending all our meetings. So we could eat some more sweets. And my son Ricky, since morning he's working. He's the guy who made the sound system in the seminar. So I'm grateful to all of you. You really helped me. Otherwise we couldn't do. And among all these, our Bhabi, Kitty Khandakar. Kitty Bhabi is another great lady that we cannot tell anymore. So thank you very much. And I have got a personal relationship with Badrubai and Bhabi. A very good relationship with you. I cannot forget. Thank you very much for coming here. Zaman Bhai, thank you very much for coming here. Akhtar Alam, thank you very much. My friend Ghulam Kabir, thank you very much for coming here. We are all in. Ghulam Kabir is always here. Always here. From the scratch. We should thank Ghulam Kabir for taking trouble of coming every time. Can you stand up, Ghulam Kabir? Can you stand up? Thank you very much, Kabir. You are a great friend of CCCNA. You are a great friend of Jessica. You are great. Thank you. I don't want to go anymore. You know that. Why? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, these people are helping me now. I thank Afzal for that. I thank Afzal, that Nasir Bhai, Mekhana President, Nasir Bhai. I thank you very much. Nasir Bhai, for coming, for supporting us. Assalamu alaikum, Nasir Bhai, please stand. That's good. So, and all other friends that are associates, that are teachers like Zia, like Raju, I'm in the corner, he's sitting over there. Thanks to all of you. If I missed, my apologies. I should not go long anymore. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Masood Bhai. Thank you. ধন্যবাদ। আসুন আমরা সবাই আমাদের এই যে সম্মানিত অতিথি যারা আজকে এখানে বক্তৃতা দিয়েছেন, কিছু মূল্যবান কথা বলেছেন, তাদেরকে আমরা করতালির মাধ্যমে আবারও স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। থ্যাংক ইউ। থ্যাংক ইউ অল।
এবার মঞ্চে ডাকছি আসাদ ভাইয়া এবং আমাদের প্রিয় কনভেনার আনোয়ার ভাইয়াকে কিছু পুরস্কারের ব্যবস্থা দেখি কারা কারা প্রাইজ পায়।
আমি আর কি আপাতত মঞ্চ থেকে উপস্থাপন করি।
All of their feelings, but finally I have to say thanks to my wife. Last, I think, nearly 15 days. I went every day after 1 o'clock at home. Sometimes I just sleep her bed. I just sleep in that basement. I don't want to disturb her. Especially, I have to thank. And now we're coming with another thing. Just welcome to the year. We just give some prizes. Now I pass it to Anwar Bhai. Please, thank you everyone.
ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে। আজকের এই শুভ সন্ধ্যায় আমাদের মাঝে যারা অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম করছে, যাদের কথা মাসুদ ভাই বলে গেছেন, আপনারা হয়তো কেউ কেউ বুঝতে পেরেছেন। অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম ছাড়া এই ক্লাব, যেটা ইনফ্যান্ট্রি স্টেজ থেকে আমরা আস্তে আস্তে উঠে আসছি, সেখানে বড় করার কোনো স্কোপ নাই। প্রতি বছরই আমরা কিছু কিছু প্রাইজ দিই। প্রেসিডেন্ট অ্যাওয়ার্ড বলে একটা শব্দ আছে, তো সেই রকম কিছু অ্যাওয়ার্ড আমরা আমাদের এবছরের কিছু ক্যান্ডিডেটদের মধ্যে দিতে যাচ্ছি, যাদের অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রমে ফসল আজকে আপনাদের এইখানে সন্ধ্যার স্বাগতম। আমরা কিছুই করতে পারতাম না, এই সমস্ত যারা অনেক বছরের জুনিয়র আমাদের চাইতে, আমাদের ছেলের বয়স অথবা তার চাইতেও কম, কিন্তু এরা ভীষণ পরিশ্রমী। এদেরকে যদি আমরা মূল্যায়ন না করি তাহলে আমাদের জন্য একটা প্রচন্ড ব্যর্থতা আসবে। ওদেরকে মূল্যায়ন করা আমাদের অবশ্যই উচিত। আমি ডক্টর মাসুদকে, অনারেবল প্রেসিডেন্ট সিসিএনএ, স্টেজে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ করছি।
যেটা আনোয়ার ভাই বলেনি, we have so many nominees. Finally our advisory board they decide, because so many people did a lot of work. Finally, we have 5 or 6 nominees. It's very hard for them to decide who will get the president here. And just after all this hard work, and finally we decide first president was go to Zia Moin Bhai. Zia Moin was from MCC. Zia Moin Bhai.
Zia Moin MCC. যারা অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রমে আজকের এই ম্যাগাজিনটা আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন, সমস্ত কালচারাল প্রোগ্রামের সেটআপ জিয়া মঈন। ডক্টর মাসুদকে আমি জিয়া মঈনকে প্রেসিডেন্সিয়াল অ্যাওয়ার্ড দেওয়ার জন্য অনুরোধ করছি। জিয়া মঈন।
Thank you, Zia Moin Bhai. Our second president award goes to Ashraf Siddiqui from Borishal Cat College. Ashraf Siddiqui.
আশরাফ সিদ্দিকী, যে নামটা না বললেই না, কত অমায়িক ব্যবহার, কত যখনই দেখা যায় আমার ছেলের বয়সী উপস্থিত হয়ে যায়। যা পিছনে দেখতেছেন আপনারা বোর্ডে, এই সবগুলো তার অবদান। এত অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রমী একটা ছেলেকে আমরা মূল্যায়ন না করে থাকতে পারি না। আশরাফ সিদ্দিকী is a gem, is a genius for the Cadet College Club of North America. আমরা তার উত্তরোত্তর উন্নতি কামনা করছি। ডক্টর মাসুদ আশরাফ সিদ্দিকীকে প্রেজেন্টেশন দেওয়ার জন্য, প্রেসিডেন্ট দেওয়ার জন্য অনুরোধ করছি। মাসুদ ভাই এবার আমাদের অ্যাম্বাসেডর ওনাকে আমরা স্টেজে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ করছি। His Excellency Ambassador of Bangladesh. To honor him, we are giving a crest from Cadet College Club of North America. Mr. M. Shahidul Islam. Is he here? His Excellency M. Shahidul Islam. Is he here? Just give some moment. Okay.
Finally, I have to say something, because কিছু মানুষ সব সময় সারা জীবন মানুষকে পুরস্কার দিয়ে যায়, বুঝছেন? জাস্ট বাট এই পুরস্কারের ব্যাপার যেগুলো আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি, এটা jury board they decide and everything, and in future I think so many people get motivated. Next year maybe we can get new faces for this reward, and hopefully so many nominations will come. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Shahidul, okay, please come to the stage. His Excellency Mr. Shahidul Islam, please come to the stage.
Well, this is the crest from CCCNA for our ambassador.
It's a great event. Thank you, His Excellency. And he is a cadet overall. Here, he is a cadet. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. আমি যদি আমার বক্তব্যে বেশি রাষ্ট্রদূত সুলভ হয়ে থাকি, তাহলে ওটা বাদ দিয়ে এখন ক্যাডেট হয়ে যাচ্ছি। এই যাদের আমি জুনিয়র, সেই সিনিয়রদের প্রতি আমার যথাযথ সম্মান জানাচ্ছি।
Thank you. Thank you, His Excellency.
কিছুক্ষণ আগে আমি বলছিলাম, কিছু লোকজন সবসময় মানুষকে অ্যাওয়ার্ড দেয়, বাট তাদের অবদান আমরা কম বেশি সবাই জানি, বাট দে ডোন্ট লাইক টু গেট এনি অ্যাওয়ার্ড। না, আমি আজকে এরকম একজন মানুষকে আমরা সম্মানিত করব, বাট যে কারণে আমি এখন রিকোয়েস্ট করব আমাদের সম্মানিত হিজ এক্সেলেন্সি মোহাম্মদ শহীদুল ভাই, হিজ এক্সেলেন্সি মোহাম্মদ শহীদুল ভাই, ক্যান ইউ প্লিজ কাম অন দ্য স্টেজ প্লিজ? Now I'm requesting our special awards go to our Honorable President Khondokar Masudur Rahman from all the CCNA members. This award goes to Dr. Masudur Rahman. Thank you. Thank you, Masud bhai. Thank you, His Excellency Mohammad Shahid Islam.
Thanks to all the candidates for giving me this, and thank you, Shahidullah. It's a pleasure getting an award from my younger brother. So, thank you everybody.
Thank you, His Excellency Mohammad Shahid Islam. Another thing, last night we did so many work. Our Vice President, Anwar Bhai wife, Mrs. Anwar, she always help us. We can see everywhere. When we fast, আমাদের অফিস উদ্বোধন করে ভাবে সবাইকে হেল্প করেছে। তাই এরকম অনেকের নাম হয়তো নিতে পারছি না। Thank you everyone. Now I'm requesting Zia Moin Bhai, can you please come on the stage and take over from us? Zia Moin Bhai. And again, Zia Moin Bhai, congratulations.
Okay. Welcome and good evening. Thanks for coming. To see a big crowd over here. It's really grateful to me that I am in this beautiful evening. এখন আমরা যে অনুষ্ঠানটা করব, next we have the cultural show performed by the cadets. Before that, I want to take your attention. We will come over to the stage by cadet colleges to have the photograph. So next 15 minutes or so, we will perform, we will be engaging in taking the photographs. So we'll call one by one on the stage by cadet colleges, starting from FCC. Okay, before that we'll go a couple of speeches. I'll call up to the stage. Tawfiq Bhai from FCC, please come on the stage to have the speech about FCC and OFA. Thank you, Tawfiq Bhai.
আমাদের বিভিন্ন অর্গানাইজেশনের যারা মাথা, they will be talking. First senior Tawfiq Bhai, can you talk for we'll take very short time, 2 minutes each please.
Assalamu alaikum, His Excellency Mr. Ambassador, His Consulate General, and my younger brothers and sisters, and my colleagues if they are younger. Thank you very much for giving me the privilege of speaking to you. And I do not know how much you want to listen to me after listening to so many beautiful speeches from my predecessors. I cannot thank enough the organizing committee for arranging such a beautiful get-together and the hard work of Dr. Masood. Without his foresightedness and extraordinary leadership quality, I don't think this get-together would have been a success. At least personally, I would not have joined it unless I was convinced by Dr. Masood about this get-together.
Mr. Masood has got a big heart. He has been helping all the needy people everywhere, including providing his space in his office for the coordinating committee to work. Now, I come from Fort Jahaj Cadet College. It is now more than 6 years since it was established. FCC is different from the other cadet colleges in a way. It is situated in a unique place, with high hills on one side and the ocean, not the ocean, Bay of Bengal on the other side. It gives a serene beauty to watch from top the sea water rushing to the banks and teasing the banks. But this sea water was turned so violent during a cyclone way back in 1960. What happened? Cyclone, gusty winds of 150 miles per hour, accompanied by 25 deep tidal wave swept across the Fort Jahaj villages. And in no time, within a few seconds, all the houses were demolished, people lost their homes and all their belongings, because those days people had their belongings under the mattress. And little less there, about midnight times, we had moaning. And all those homeless people, they came and joined us, and we gave them shelter in our classes. And it was a pathetic scene to watch, the grief in their eyes, the cry from their voice, because they lost everything. Babies, children, cattle, everything was lost. On the following day, we were engaged in clearing this highway. We didn't have any tools to clear it, no gloves, no saw, no spade. We cleared everything with bare hands and all. And I think you have had enough of these speeches, so let me finish this thing and we'll pass it on to the concerts.
Thank you, Tobit bhai. Thank you very much. আমি এরপরে ডাকবো জেক্সকানার প্রেসিডেন্ট মিজানুর রহমান। মিজান, প্লিজ কাম অন দ্য স্টেজ। Dear cadets, for the first time we are Mizan. I see Mizan after 28 years. We are in the same department in duet, electrical, and we are from the same batch. He's from CCC, I am from MCC. Mizan.
Thank you, Zermai. Good to see you after so long. Wow. So what a grand gathering here. And what a fantastic arrangements altogether. So I really want to thank the organizers, like Ziamoin and all the rest of the organizers for their hard work to put this grand show together. So good evening, everyone. Good to see you all together here under one umbrella. So you know, we all carry different types of identities, right? So it could be where you grew up, where you come from, or religious identity, or nationality, right? But above all, I can tell here, and at least I can tell in my heart to attend that, but I also want to extend that invitation to all our CC brothers to come in San Francisco and join us. So with that said, so relax and enjoy the rest of the show and enjoy this party. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mijan. Thank you very much. The next speaker is from Mekana President, Dr. Nasir Ahmed. Would you please come on stage and please a brief speech if you can. Thank you very much.
Nasir bhai, chole ashen please. Can I request one thing? আমাদের শুরু করতে half an hour delay হওয়ার কারণে we are delaying every single thing. But আমাদের ওই half an hour থেকে বেশি ডিলে হয়েছে তা নয়, but we are in kind of trouble. যার জন্য can I request এরপর আর কতগুলো জিনিস আছে আর 15 মিনিট তারপরে কালচারাল শো শুরু হবে। So can I request everybody, nothing personal, my request, please talk short as much as possible.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to the organizers of this club, North Asia, North America, for such an amazing reunion. Thanks to the reunion committee for such an mesmerizing and exciting performance. Reunion always brings old memories. We cherish them and we try to move forward with our beautiful memories. You know, I'm here as the Marriott president. I just want to say that we are very supportive of this CCCNA platform and we will always be supporting. Marriott itself has been doing our activities that are worth mentioning. We have been raising a lot of funds for corona victims in Bangladesh lately. We are also trying to arrange a lecture series and you are welcome. We have a lecture series workshop in coming December 11th, next Saturday. We all welcome you. I have to say a couple of things, but I'll get short as much as I can. You know, cadet colleges have been a great blessing for all of us. We got a lot of things. We got a lot from the college when we were there. And we try our best to give back as much as we can. You know, you should keep in mind that you know, in life, everything is possible. Everything is we can do if we want to, but we should be prepared for that. Everybody has prepared us. And I'd like to say that you know, we try our best to have impact on this planet as much as we can, because we have only one chance in this planet, and we try our best. I'd like to say this, that you know, we like to be prepared, but we have prepared ourselves effectively, and we like to move forward as much as we can. And of course, you are tired of hearing a lot of people talking. I want to take your time. I just want to say this. This is a very, very impressive performance, and we are very, very glad to be here and enjoy this evening. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much, and all the best. Thank you, Nasir Bhai, the Mekana president. Now I call upon stage from Orca, Sadat Osmani. Sadat, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I'll make it very short. On behalf of Orca, I welcome you all. As Orca's General Secretary, after 2 years of COVID, we are doing our reunion in Florida. So those who need a little bit more tan and a little warmer weather, please join us. In Orca, we have a motto: let us prosper together. Saying that, I invite all the cadet colleges. Let's make this CCCNA successful so we all can prosper together. Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you, Sadat. I am very lucky that I have two of my friends, president from different cadet colleges. One is from Nizam from Jeskana, and another is Mosharaf Babu from RCC. Now, I think we should go to the next state, not performance. Okay, now I call upon the president of CCCNA, Dr. Masud Rahman. He will conduct the next station. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I draw the attention of all of you at কিছুটা সময় একটা হচ্ছে Cadet Jamil will speak about our plans. Our planning is going on for a $7 million project. I thought it's fun when I heard, but we know now after listening to everything and reassessing our resources, it's possible, easily possible. We'll do that. Inshallah, we'll make a $7 million project, and that project is going to be done by mainly the somebody who is capable of doing that is Jamil. Can I call Jamil over here? Jamil, can you please come? এরপরে সবগুলো ক্যাডেট কলেজের ছবি তোলা হবে আলাদা আলাদা করে, and then the cultural show starts, singing and everything. We have got our artists already here. Okay, we have got Shah Mahbub, we have got Shoshi, we have got Saida Reza, and finally, I am not going to tell whom we are. We'll tell you later on. Jamil, please. Jamil has actually, he has constructed 10-story buildings, at least 4 or 5, successfully. He is an investment banker. He has made his building in front of Elmhurst Hospital. I have seen that. Jamil is a successful, very successful person in this aspect. And thanks that he is with us. And we Cadet College will make that construction. We will make that $7 million project, inshallah. Go ahead, Jamil.
Thank you, Masud Bhai. It's very generous introduction. Very complicated subject. I'm not sure why, whether I should be able to carry on this responsibility. Honorable Ambassador, senior and junior brothers, ex-cadets, good evening, assalamu alaikum. Before I start this Cadet College Tower project, I'd like to actually acknowledge few names. Anwar Bhai from Rajshahi Cadet College, Anwar from Barishal Cadet College, Rafiq Bhai from JCC, of course one of our, our leader and the person very passionate about this project. Cadet College Tower is a dream project. So I'd like to ask, if I made any mistake in this presentation. I'll try to make it very quick. First and foremost, as I said, this is a very complicated subject.
Can I request all the bhabis, sisters, will do the photo shooting later, please? Can I request, আমি জোরহাত করে সবাইকে অনুরোধ করছি, একজন একটা কমপ্লেক্স একটা সাবজেক্ট নিয়ে কথা বলছে, please let us listen. আগামীকাল you will be one of the owners of that very building. We'll do photo shooting, no problem. But can you please let us sit down? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Masud Bhai. So, as I mentioned, this is a very complicated subject. It involves a lot of planning, and of course, we are the team from Bangladesh, so we don't want to build something like other people have built. So we have to have a unique scenario in this building. Ashraf? Okay, all right. So there are some requirements that Masud Bhai provided us that we have to look for a unique building. It's a multi-purpose center. So the project is mostly 8 to 12 story, approximately 30,000 square feet building. And then it has to be run by a profit organization. We cannot use CCCNA because it's a 503 organization, everybody knows. So we have to build a profit organization, it's called for-profit, and need to have a good revenue and return of investment. The ownership will be offered to 100 shareholders. Cadets will be, one single cadet cannot have more than 10 shares. There's some reason we can talk about later. But we want to take advantage of the New York City and New York State's tax abatement law. It tells you that if it's $8 million building, it can be $100,000 tax, real estate tax. So we want to avoid that. In New York City, there is a rule. If you provide 30% rent stabilized, you will get 90% deduction. So we are talking $5,000 to $10,000 yearly real estate tax. So this is a few things that we have to make sure. And the zoning of the building has to accommodate. If you look at it, we want to have it. Sorry, I should go back. We have to have a restaurant and cafe in the building. We want to have a party center, a swimming pool for women and children, mostly in certain days, and maybe men, we can accommodate them in weekdays. We have to have a hotel-style living because we want to invite cadets from abroad who can live there for a few days And then there was a requirement for leased apartments. So anybody who wants to live there for years, like as an apartment, if you are a prime stakeholder, you can get it. And then gym and accommodation, and then of course CCNA want to have their office. Next, Ashraf. Okay, so the location that we have investigated, obviously you know it's very complicated in New York City. The zoning doesn't allow a lot of places. So we spent 6 months after Masud had provided, and the names I mentioned in my previous statement. We spent 6 months, and these are the stars you see in the red. Those are the locations that we have looked at it. And we have chosen downtown Jamaica as the hub for its communication, transportation, and Bangladeshi concentration, doctors, engineers. I have my office in this area. Masud Bhai had his office in this area. So this is our dream area. That's why I just highlighted this is the area. And you see there is a blue star at the corner. That's the location we chose as a sample. But please remember, this location is as a sampling for us. We're basically using that as an $8 million project. If we see a lot of response from the cadets, we definitely want to go up. Instead of $8 million, it can be really high. If people wanted to invest in, this is a business investment that you can inherit, and your children can go, and so on. So, Ashraf, next. So this is a concept, right? So you can see this is a story building. And you can see at the top there will be a swimming pool and recreational area. Then we have a long-term residence, which is basically rental. And you have short-term residence, which is hotel style. And then you have a party nutrition center in the second floor. The lobby will be a cafe and parking. So there's a lot of information here that, as I said, this is a concept and this is a rendering. We can definitely build this, maybe bigger, but it's all needs your participation and who wants to invest in this building. Ashraf, next. Ashraf? All right, let's talk about this sampling project. These are all numbers, of course, the financial numbers, and some of the financial folks, that's, my background is engineering, but I figured out how to present it. So I'll say, for example, this is a $8 million project. The land price is approximately $2.5 million. Planning is going to take around 6 months. We'll get the permit from the building department, and the control engineering and their builders and a lot of things involved in this project, and ultimately it will be around $2.8 million that the LLC, the company that we form, has to finance this. So whoever owns the LLC, the stakeholders, they will be involved in planning. The second bullet point is item B, which is basically the physical structure. So it has to be a unique building. It has to say this is a Cadet College Tower. Absolutely, it has to be unique in design aesthetics. I have few folks from Cadet College that are working with me. I want to mention Ziamoim and Mafil. Those are all engineers and architects. They are working with me. So there are other people who wanted to have interest. Please reach out to us because this is a dream project for Masud Bhai and the rest of the Cadet College for future. So if you look at the numbers, we're talking about another $5.2 million, and we want to go total $8 million for this project. The bank will finance. If we find stakeholders that are interested for a sponsor, bank will finance 50%. We have to finance $4 million, and 100 share divided by 4 is $40,000 per share. So if you invest $40,000, by the time this building is complete, your equity on that building is $60,000. So $40,000 is your investment in 2.5 years. It is a $60,000. You own the part of the building. If you want to have 10 share, it will be $400,000. Now, yes, there are a lot of discussion about it. People wanted to say, why do we have to go to bank? That's a different discussion. If we find a lot of interest in this building, in this tower, and we can definitely do it. We don't have to go to the bank. We can save money. Ashraf, next. So here is the budget for the project. If we go that the star that I provided, this is the budget is 7750. That's the project cost. We have a $250,000 contingency. Total grant project cost is $8 million. And then bank finance 4 million, and the stakeholder finance $4 million. Price per share is $40,000. So this is a project that we're dreaming. I don't know whether we can do it, but I think it's a reasonable price tag. Next. All right, let's talk about very quickly. I'm going to be done in 2 minutes. Very quickly about income, expense, return of investment. Next. So there are 7 line items that we figured it out for the income line items. Basically, we have a cafe and restaurant, we have a recreation area, we're going to rent it, there is a business center, and of course there are rental units. So remember, I told about the tax abatement, very important factor, and tax abatement is the one who's going to save a lot of money if we go 30% rent to the what we call these rent stabilized. Basically, cadets can own that also, and we'll get 35 years tax abatement. Next. Kasha, please. Next. All right, so, sorry, go back. All right, so these are the expense items, right? So you can see there are 7 or 8 line items that we expend. So ultimately, we have revenue and we have expense. Next. And that's the financial. So construction grace period is 30 months. Business profit loss, we can get into a break even in 24 months. And net operating income from this building. Remember, we own the building. Once the building is done, we own the building. So we have an operating operating expense and revenue. The estimated dividend per share from the day one will be $3,500 per share. So you will get, the building is still there. That building is owned by that 100 shareholder. It can be more, it can be less, but every year you're going to get a dividend of $3,500. If you invest your $400,000, you're talking about $35,000 every year. And the project cost, end cost is $8 million, remember. And then equity per share at the end of the building. When the building is created, it's done, we got the certificate of occupancy, it's a $10 million project. You can sell it right away to the hedge funds or investment banking. Anybody will buy this building if you just sell it. The day you're done. So you sell it $10 million. You invested $8 million, you sell it $10 million, that's a $2 million right away profit. If you keep the building and go to the operation, this is your operating income. Your operating income is, if you have a 10 share, $35,000 every year you will get it. Provided we are oversee, and Parent College Club is oversighting this. There is a supervisory committee that has to be created. There is a LLC that has to get all the rules and regulation has to be implemented in that. So that's the final of this project. This is the summary of this project. Anybody have any question? I have my email at the corner, jamil.lee@greengroupus.com. Please reach out to us, Masood Bhai, me, Asad, Ziamuin. They're all very familiar. Thank you, Masood Bhai, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Amit. We have got another 3 minutes episode of 4 minutes episode of our. We have our website now. The website has been made into reality by some of the cadets that you already clapped for. And let me get Manzoor Zuardar to start the website, and that's all. Can you come here, Manzoor Zuardar, please? After these old Faujians will have their photograph, then Junaida, Jane Manishin, so on. They'll all come, their leaders will call them, they'll come, take photograph, and that's the, what do you call it, the boring part is over.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
what a magnificent night tonight. It's just been a great to see everybody, get to see so many different people from different colleges that I've never met before. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to... Sorry, can you guys hear me good? Okay. Okay, because of the time constraint, I cannot really speak much, and I got to cut it short. And about a month ago, CCNA President, the Executive Committee member, President Masood Rahman Chaudhry Bhai, Mir Mizan, the Vice President, as well as Asad, the General Secretary, they came forward and they were expressing there was a need for a website for this organization. Now that organization has been growing pretty fast over the years. And they came forward with some of the requirements, and they also came forward with a team, a very talented group of people, as well as some fund to go through the projects. And as soon as this, basically, when they came up with some of the requirements, there are certain things needed to be done. And our group of people, very talented group of people, they came, jumped onto the case, on the project right away. And we put together a plan very quickly after maybe a couple of weeks. We had several meetings, several discussions with all the team members. And then we lay out the plans, we showed it to the executive committee, and they have agreed. And after about a few weeks, we just started developing. And then we had other presentations to the, executive committee members. They were very impressed about all of those things that we have achieved. This was not been possible only by myself. There's a group of people who really have been helping us to get these things going. So I got to mention to you the people, those who really have worked tirelessly. I got to mention some of the names, which is Ehsan from MCC 89 graduates, Kamal from Mohammed Shahid, Mirzapur 91, HSC, Siddiqui Mirzapur from 85 graduates, Anis from JCC from 93 graduates, Ashraf from Barishankar College from 2005 graduates, Shoaib Ahmed, MCC 96 graduate, and Sharif Ahmed, MCC 1983. There is a special thanks to Imtiaz Rahman, and he is at JCC 1996 and his company Cloudleader.io. These gentlemen have really worked, tremendously in the background that nobody gets to see exactly how much time and effort that they put together. Our CCA website is now ready and live in production, and here is our long-awaited digital home and CCNA organizations. At this time, I would like to ask our president of CCNA, Masood Rahman Bhai, to just start this. This is going to be our URL, Cadet College Club NorthAmerica.org, and going forward, all of those activities, you will see the pictures, the events, and all the constitutions and everything. I would like to ask our presidents to start helping us to inaugurate our new sites.
Thank you very much for giving me the chance. Can I get Mizan and Anwar beside me? Mizan and Anwar beside me to start the website. Mizan and Anwar beside me, please. Let us start it. Is Anwar around? Okay, it's okay. It's Mizan, that's fine. So we are going to start. Here we start the website of CCCNA. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Thank you very much. আমি প্রায় প্রতিটি মিটিংয়ে উপস্থিত ছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনারা অনেকেই জানেন না আমি সায়েন্সের ছাত্র না, এবং আমাকে জোর করে আর্টস দেওয়া হয়েছিল, এবং আমি এই বিষয়ে তেমন কিছুই জানি। এনিওয়ে, তারপর আমি দেখেছি যেটার জন্য আমার কাজটা ছিল CCCNA-র যে পলিসি, ওভারঅল যে পলিসি, সেটা ইমপ্লিমেন্টেড হচ্ছে কিনা সেটা অবজার্ভ করা, এবং যে এক্সপার্টরা কাজ করছিল তারা খুব সুন্দরভাবে সেই জিনিসটা ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করেছে এবং I was lucky that I was allowed and I could observe and I saw how it was done very efficiently. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the website. You can go at any time you want to and check all of the stuff that you want to. And give us your honest feedback. We'll be more than happy to hear what's the shortcomings that we have, and we'll be happy to hear and fix it in the future. And as you know, as our organization is growing, and this website is also going to be growing. So without your positive feedback, we cannot even grow. So this is what it is, a digital home for our CCNA website. Come check it out, give your feedback, and we'll go from there. Y'all have a good day. Have a good day, sir. Bye-bye.
আমি জানি যে খাবার শুরু হয়েছে, তারপর আমাদের টাইমটাকে ইউটিলাইজ করতে হবে। সো আই কল বদরুল ভাই, প্লিজ অন দ্য স্টেজ টু কল ইউর ফেলো CC cadets to have a picture together. Please, বদরুল ভাই। Rafik Bhai from JCC, please get ready of your boys, not now, after the FCC taking the picture, please get ready for your JCC cadets. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I come from Fauzdar Cadet College with a message of fraternity to the rest of the Cadet College community. Where are all the Faujians gone? I call upon all the Faujians to come here to the stage and join with me. Nikki, the music? Yes, Tanvir, come along. Come here, first. Sultan Tawfiq Bhai, please, Akbar Bhai. College anthem. Here are all the Faujians lifting to this then. Old Faujian haircut. And then Old Faujian Tanvi. Please raise your hands and give the stage. Old Faujian Amjad Bhai. Myself, Old Faujian Badrul. Old Faujian Sultan Tawfiq Bhai. Old Faujian Akbar Bhai. Old Faujian Ainul Khan. Old Faujian Islam. Olfodian Nikki Kamran Chaudhary, and Olfodian Mominullah. Where is Khurshid Anwar? Where is Amis? Okay, we have someone else, they have to leave early. So where is the group? We'll have a group photo now. It's done already. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhai. Thank you very much. Now I call the JCC ex-cadets to come on the stage, please. JCC. MCC Mirzapur, please get ready after that, please. Thank you. Welcome, Jet Strikes. Where is the gang? Come on up. The best and the brightest. The Jet Strikes. Yeah. All right. Oh my God. The stage doesn't have enough place. We are the biggest and we are the best. That's right. We're all equal anyway. Janada! Let's go! Jet Strikes!
ভাই আমাদের জায়গা হচ্ছে না ফৌজদারহাট ইংলিশে গেছে আমরা একটু বাংলায় গাই শোনেন আপনারা সবই করতে শোনেন আমরা ক্যাডেট আমরা ছাত্র আমরা সৈন্য দল ঝিনাইদহে ক্যাডেট মোদের দীপ্ত মনোবল
Yes, I see. I could get all right. If it hurry. সংখ্যা এবং গুণে শাদি জ্ঞানী এবং গুণে শাদি এবং গুণে অতুলনীয়
আর কোন ক্যারেক্টারে যে হুজুর নেই
আর কোন ক্যারেক্টারে হযরত মুয়াজ্জিম নেই Long live JCC! Yo! Okay, next. Manashik. Iqbal.
Yeah, now fellow MCC, please come on the stage, please! Come on, everybody! MCC!
Best of the best. We are the MCC, best of the best. JCC is too crowded.
MCC on! Come on! JCC on! Come on, MCC! Let's go, guys! Everybody! Come on! Listen, bye! Listen, let's go! That's right. We don't have to claim that we are the best. We are the best. That's right. Hey, JCC, we have to say. All right. Mirzapur Cadet College, Nomishai Cadet College, NCC, that's right.
British
Three cheers for NCC! Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Hey, three cheers for Alokir bhai! Hip hip! Hip hip! Hooray!
Three cheers for Alokir bhai! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Now, please, RCC come on the stage, please. RCC.
If there is a night you want to be RCC, this is the night. You need some population here. You don't want to look